working on water issues on Long Island understand that we have a problem with nitrogen. It pollutes our bays and streams as well as our drinking water. Most excess nitrogen is coming from sewage systems, but there is another significant contributor: water-soluble, high-nitrogen lawn fertilizers. It's pretty ironic when you think about it. We're spending millions or even billions of dollars trying to reduce nitrogen levels in our water. And yet, every spring, consumers flock to the big box stores and the garden centers to buy huge bags of lawn fertilizer that contain high levels of synthetic nitrogen that dissolve in water, up to 40% in some cases. And making synthetic nitrogen fertilizer is dependent upon continued fossil fuel extraction, which is increasingly dependent upon fracking. But that's a whole other story. So we're paying to make the problem worse while we're paying to make it better. Okay. High nitrogen lawn fertilizer, that is any product with a first number higher than 10 on the bag, can turn a suburban lawn bright green in just a matter of days. But a lot of that water-soluble nitrogen never gets to the grass plants. It drains right through the soil and ends up in our drinking water supply. Or it washes away with heavy rain and ends up in our streams, rivers, and bays. So how much does fertilizer contribute to our water problem? Estimates vary from 8% to 15%, or even more in some areas. But here's the thing. This is the low-hanging fruit of Long Island's water issues. It's a problem that can be fixed right now, and it can have an immediate impact on the quality of our water, and it won't cost a dime. There are plenty of high-quality, low-nitrogen lawn fertilizers on the market today that contain water-insoluble nitrogen. This kind of nitrogen is broken down by microbes in the soil rather than water, so it stays where you put it and it nourishes your grass plants slowly over time rather than all at once. It's better for the plants, and it's certainly better for our water. These are the fertilizer products we should be using on Long Island. Sometimes people need help making the right choices. Now, manufacturers are reluctant to change their formulas until there is a market for their products. That's why it's time for our elected representatives in Nassau and Suffolk counties, as well as in Albany, to pass legislation that prohibits the sale or use of any lawn fertilizer with more than 10% nitrogen and require that half of that nitrogen be water insoluble. Getting rid of high nitrogen fertilizers is not going to solve all of our water problems here on Long Island, but it is certainly a common sense first step that could make an immediate difference for us and future generations. I'm Patty Wood, and that's my soapbox.
The views expressed on the Soapbox are not necessarily those of Water Matters, its sponsors, hosts, guests, or underwriters. If you'd like to stand on the Water Matters Soapbox and sound off about a water issue, send your script to soapbox@liwater.org.